You see what I'm saying? So that's what we gotta keep in mind. They must be cadres and leaders versed in, as it says, Marxism-Leninism or improvement to raise politically far-sighted, competent in work, full of the spirit of self-sacrifice, capable of tackling problems on their own, steadfast in the midst of difficulties, and loyal and devoted in serving the nation, the class, and the party. It is on these cadres and leaders that the party relies for its links with the membership and the masses, and it is by relying on the firm leadership of the masses that the party can succeed in defeating the enemy. Such cadres and leaders must be free from selfishness, from individualistic heroism or ostentation, sloth, passivity, and arrogant sectarianism. What's arrogant sectarianism? Uh-oh, we ain't studying. See that? See that? I'm going out of town for 3 weeks straight. Janae, you better teach this. What's proletarian? What's arrogant sectarianism? Okay, we know what arrogance means.
Being individual.
Yeah, sectarianism basically where you focus on your little cult or your group, and you think that's the end all be all. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like some groups, they had this, man. This is it right here, man. You ain't going nowhere until you get this. This is it right here, and they focus on it everywhere they go on the streets. They never talk about the people. They never talk about Tobias Mackey. They never talk about Clinton Allen.
Like Hebrew Israelites.
They never talk about Little Donald Mayton Jr. They ain't talking about none of these people that have been a victim of police terror or pedophiles in the community. They not talking about the need for each one to teach one education institutions. All they talking about is their doctrine. That's sectarianism. Those are people of sectarianism. So we got to stay away from that, of course. And we have to challenge that. To be honest, and we not like that, but we got to challenge that. So that's what sectarianism is.
Tendency to place the interests of one particular organization above the revolutionary struggle.
Yes.
It's arrogant.
Read.
Okay. Okay, all right. The tendency to place the interests of one's particular organization above that of the revolutionary struggle.
Thank you.
No problem.
Mm-hmm. Cadres are a decisive factor. Once the political line is determined, if it ain't determined, you gotta keep pushing that line. Therefore, it is our fighting task to train large numbers of new cadres in a planned way. Planned. We can't wait for the next trade run to happen. Then we want to go out in the middle of a goddamn protest and try to build a cadre. It's not gonna work. The criterion the Communist Party should apply in its cadre's policy is whether or not a cadre is resolute in carrying out party lines, keeps to party discipline, has close ties with the masses, has the ability to find his bearings independently, and is active, hard-working, and unselfish. See how easy that is? This is what appointing people on the merit means. It is necessary to maintain a system of cadre participation in collective productive labor. The cadres of our party and the state are ordinary workers and not overlords sitting on the backs of the people. By taking part in a collective productive labor, the cadres maintain extensive, constant, and close ties with the working people. This is a major measure of fundamental importance for a socialist system. It is to overcome bureaucracy and to prevent revisionism, and dogmatism. What was he talking about with that? You say what? He said the cadre of the party and state ordinary workers and not overlords sitting on the backs of the people. By taking part in collective productive labor.
Working amongst the people, not being somewhat of an overseer or like you sit higher than the people, just giving orders or whatnot, but actually being amongst the people, getting your hands dirty as well.
Right. Connecting,
building amongst the people.
Right, exactly. And allowing them to participate.
Indeed.
See, somebody, our job, our goal. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it says to prevent visionism and dogmatism. I think that's to always seek elevate or to continue to evolve. You know what I mean? Not to be dogmatic in your process, but always looking for a greater way to you know what I'm saying?
Solve the problem.
Yeah.
Exactly right. You're on point there. That's exactly right. And also to allow people to participate. Our job should be for somebody in the Pinks, Oasis, anywhere in the Oak Cliff communities we work with. Our goal should be with them is to one day for them to do CUD on their own. Miss Johnson, Little Shawty, for one of them to take over CUD. And they come call us, hey GMMAP, we doing CUD, man. Y'all, we was loving what y'all were doing, man. Right. We want y'all to come over and educate the kids on, such and such. You know what I'm saying? We put this thing together as a community, but we want to involve y'all. That's evolution. That's the process we want to see. Not just us constantly coming. Because that get old. It gets old doing stuff for people. If it ain't your child, you can see what I'm saying? It gets old. So to allow the people to, that's why Huey P. Newton said the people learn by observation and participation. If they just watch you, they gonna speculate all the time what you about. That's them Muslims. It was a brother in Oasis. We was out there giving out the school supplies. And I mentioned Patrol, and probably Janelle may have mentioned on the questionnaire. And brother said, yeah, I seen y'all out there doing the patrols on the street with guns. I saw the brothers not too long ago out there with their guns. He said, yeah, I like that Panther stuff. He said something like that. And I corrected him, but he still wanted his perspective that we was Panthers no matter what the hell I said. And I was the one part of it. But you know why? Because he ain't participating in that process. He's just looking at this from a view. His historical view of somebody protecting the community is a Panther.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But once we get him involved in the process, if he's receptive, then he's
recording this shit, man.
There is a difference between a Panther and the Guerilla. Gorillas and the Panther. There are different. This is historical significance of the Panthers. This is what GMF is doing. Now I understand the difference. But as of right now, when he see y'all fail come out and out there, they Panthers. That's what he sees. Because he got the observation part, but he got the participation part. So once he get the observation and participation, he will fully understand. And that's with everybody. That's with the little children when we doing the martial arts. They will understand. You know what I'm saying? Whose streets are streets? Protect the hood. You know what I'm saying? They will understand this philosophy the more they participate in it, and the more the people as a whole participate. So just wanted to add on to what Kamal was saying. He ran that down pretty good. We must know how to judge cadres. We must not confine our judgment to a short period or a single incident in a cadre's life, but should consider his life and work as a whole. This is the principal method of judging cadres. See? Like when a period of a single incident, like when y'all Fayo post this controversial stuff on Facebook. Some people judge him just out there. They overlook the work. Oh man, he posted that shit talking about no black and white man problems or whatever he might say. Oh, the hell with him, I'm unfriended his ass. He ain't no real revolutionary. So here's this statement he said on Facebook that did not say I am not a revolutionary, I am a house nigger. The statement he put on Facebook did not say that, but you concluded based off his putting something out there that he feels, you feel that this judgment based off that is that he doesn't know revolutionary work. That's in denial because you discrediting history. He has put in work. You can't discount that. That's part of history. Hidden history is written this and passed it on. But your judgment is based on what something he said on Facebook that you didn't agree with. That's what he's saying by how to judge, don't judge a cadre by a short period or a single incident. We must know how to use cadres well. In the final analysis, leadership involves two main responsibilities: to work out ideas and to use cadres well. Such things as drawing up plans, making decisions, and giving orders and directives are all in the category of working out ideas. To put the ideas into practice, we must weld the cadres together and encourage them to go into action. This comes into a category of using the cadres well. We must know how to take good care of cadres. There are several ways of doing so. First, giving them guidance. You gotta do that. Can't isolate yourself. Some of these new groups out here think they know it all. That's just how it is. But you gotta be patient with them, and you gotta continue. Now, some people just can't work with because they just too damn hard headed. So give them guidance. This is just the new cadre. This means allowing them a free hand in their work, so that they have the courage to assume responsibility. At the same time, giving them timely instruction so that, guided by the party's political line, they are able to make full use of their initiative. Second, raise their level. This means educating them by giving them the opportunity to study so that they can enhance their theoretical understanding and their working ability. Third, to check upon their work and help them sum up their experience, carry forward their achievements, and correct their mistakes. To assign work without checking up and to take notice only when serious mistakes are made, that is not the way to take care of cadres. We've done some stuff like that. Fourth, in general, use the method of persuasion with cadres who have made mistakes and help them correct their mistakes. The method of struggle should be confined to those who make serious mistakes and nevertheless refuse to accept guidance. Here, patience is essential. It is wrong, lightly, to label people opportunists are likely to begin waging struggles against them. Fifth, help them with their difficulties. When cadres are in difficulty as a result of illness, strain, means of domestic or other troubles, we must be sure to give them as much care as possible. This is how you take care of cadres. A leading group that is genuinely united and in link with the masses can gradually be formed only in the process of mass struggle and not in isolation from it. In the process of a great struggle, the composition of a leading group in most cases should not and cannot remain entirely unchanged throughout the initial, middle, and final stages. The activists who come forward in the course of the struggle must constantly be promoted to replace those original members of the leading group who are inferior by comparison or who have degenerated. So our job is not to be is to promote to replace us. I feel like in some way that the original party or some original movements were not good at that. So then when the new element came, y'all ain't doing it like us. Y'all ain't doing it like the Black Panther Party for self-defense. Y'all niggas this, y'all that. And that made a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? Instead of bridging that gap and bringing those forces together, it was a disconnect because the old guard felt like the new guard didn't know what the hell he was doing. But the old guard should have been preparing him in the first place, which, you know, a lot of stuff came with that. You know what I'm saying? COINTELPRO, military, you know, suffering military defeats at the hand of racist government, COINTELPRO. There's a lot of factors in there. It wasn't just, they just messed up. But, you know, our job is not to be having people kiss our ass, paying $75 to come to a brunch with us. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, selling them $200 pictures of us together with guns in our hand. That's not our job. No, our job is not to be 30 years down the line to be signing a whole bunch of damn books to people who ain't doing nothing. They should be the motherfuckers signing the damn books. We should just be for the council. We should be a council of elders. Hey, this mistake you made, let's correct this. But not, oh man, can I take a picture with you? You know, we should not still be going around speaking at 70, 80 years old. We should, but not because we're leading the movement.